Welcome to the American Fork Podcast.
Wow, you guys practiced that for a long time, huh?
Thanks for the prep, Jeff.
Yeah, that was like Stockton to Malone stuff.
Mm.
That was like Siskel and Ebert type
I just
stuff.
listened to the Spirit and just like blurted it out.
Key and Peele.
As soon as I needed to.
Martin Short and
someone
Steve
else.
Martin.
Oh,
Steve Martin.
were you guys just speaking in tongues?
Chris Farley and Adam Sandler.
Wow.
Speaking in
Abbott
tongues.
and Costello.
Yeah, we know.
Mm. This is another episode of the American Fork Podcast.
Did you guys do whippets before I came up here? What is happening?
Yeah, you missed out.
That's the blow off stuff.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. I remember those.
Just don't tell your dad.
We haven't decided on official introductions, so we're trying new things. We're trying to be as tangent-y as possible and right at the beginning, so that we can let the listener know this podcast is about literally nothing and everything all at once.
Happy birthday, Amber! 40 years old! Yay!
Looks like I have to edit that age out.
Oh,
29.
29. That's what my mom
voiceover.
has said the last 40 years. 40? I shouldn't say
Wow,
that.
Your mom's
she's
69?
That's insane.
She's-
That's great.
No, she's 61. So 30 years?
Is she really?
Oh, wow.
61.
Okay.
All right.
But she's always 29.
Okay.
Yeah, we jumped the gun a little bit. My name's Jake.
Oh.
I have some friends with me. We've got kind of a full house today here in 6 Foot Studios.
Amber, it's her birthday.
I'm joined with, I think Phil wants to talk about the fact that Amber's here and it's her birthday.
40 years
And I'm
old. That's a
40
big one.
Okay,
So
It is big.
we've got Amber right here, and she's not filling in for Phil because Phil is also here.
Yeah,
Hi,
I'm
Phil.
here. When you fill in, do you sit in my chair and
I
everything
do.
and wear
I
like
do. I wear
overalls
bright clothes.
and mess your
Yeah.
hair up?
Yep.
And
Make
Does
sure
it-
I'm able to be seen.
yeah,
Does it sound like to you that she's sitting in your chair?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's because
Yeah.
I
The
can,
mic's up too high.
I can hear her on this microphone.
Okay.
So
Oh, must be my mic.
yeah,
I try
Sounds
to
nice.
do everything I can to channel you. So
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
She's
Do you,
kind of,
do
she's
you have like
kind of an
paint
asshole.
stains all over your pants?
Yeah.
You do have holes in your pants.
I do.
Yeah, well, there
Where
you
her
go.
legs come out of?
Yeah, well, on the knees.
Oh,
So that's Phil-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil, thanks for coming.
yeah, but you wouldn't know they were there.
Okay, Jake's trying to run a podcast
Oh,
here.
Jeff.
Can we
Jeez,
move on?
guys.
I just didn't want to like.
Jeff is also here, and Trent. Okay, thanks. That's great.
I just didn't want to get too far without acknowledging the big like.
We didn't get
Oh,
far at all.
The big
like
deal.
40 seconds. And you interrupted.
We haven't
Oh.
even started yet.
I was
Okay.
hoping it'd be sooner, so thanks.
Yeah.
This thing's like
I've
an
been
hour.
waiting. Yeah.
Well, it's just exciting because on your 40th birthday, you were here podcasting with us.
Surprised you can even get out of bed this early.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Well,
Yeah.
this is
It
like
took me a
Sizzler
minute.
lunchtime now. Almost 10
We got a
o'clock.
break.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Sizzler
goodness Jeff made
lunchtime,
quiche.
afternoon nap. That's what old people do, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that
I had
sounds
grape
like a
nuts
dream.
last night for dinner. Seriously. As I was eating it, I was like, oh, shit, this is like an old person.
This is happening.
Grape
Yeah.
nuts?
Grape
Grape
nuts
nut.
for dinner.
What? That's still a thing?
It's like gravel, right?
Yeah, gravel.
Yeah,
Gravel's
it's like-
a better
Oh, I
version.
love
more like-
gravel.
Yeah.
It's more like road base. Yeah.
Mhm.
It is like
It's
gravel.
got all different sizes of everything from a grain of sand up to about
You have to lay 4 inches of grape nuts before you can pour concrete
No
on a
wonder you
driveway.
shit so well after grape nuts.
Okay.
Welcome to American Fork
Okay.
Podcast,
American Fork News.
where we try to fix America one episode at a time.
Yeah.
American Fork News.
Yep.
Wow. Are you in charge now? Okay, go, Jake. Go,
You
Jake.
want to take charge?
No,
You have-
I was just like speaking in tandem, in
You guys-
tongues or whatever.
I'm in the middle. I don't
tongues.
feel comfortable.
Yeah.
All right. Happy birthday, Amber.
Thanks.
Phil, do you have anything? Do you have anything else to say about Amber's
40
40th
is
birthday?
like the downhill
Slide. That's what he
point
said.
slide. It's like you climbed up the slide, you're at the top. That's 40.
Yeah.
Now it's just wee.
You just coast from there
Yeah.
right into
Yeah.
your coffin.
That's it.
Fun ride.
Everything
down
you're going
from
to try and
down
do
out.
in life, you've done. And now it's just
Well.
right along.
Let's talk about some news in American Fork. It seems like every time I host, there's a fire.
Oh,
that I
an
have to
American
talk
fort?
about.
Did you
Yeah.
start the fire?
Oh, a house
Or-
blew up.
He didn't start
it?
the fire.
Or
Did you
there's
still?
someone with the last name Francom who made the news from American Fort.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
both of those are the case this time and the last time I hosted.
Wait, what?
Wait, Jake, are
There's
you
another Franca murder?
Not murder, but someone who made the news. And last name Francom from American Fort. Do you guys want to hear about it?
Phil.
We've
This
been
one,
waiting for
this
2
one I
hours.
call. Phil really wants to know how this applies to Amber's 40th birthday.
How is it
Yeah.
in relation to my birthday?
So I call this one Another Francom Makes the News. And there is a girl by the name of Elleigh Marie Francom. She made the American Idol finals. Well, she made it. She passed the audition and she made it to Hollywood. Not
Wow.
the finals yet. They just started.
So she's not on TV yet.
She was
Well,
on
she was
TV
on
at the
TV. Oh, she
audition.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
her,
American Fort.
her audition
Mhm.
was, yes, it was aired on the televisions.
I'm guessing her grandparents couldn't watch.
And they're still,
Did they die in a house
No.
murder?
an American Idol is
Wow.
still a thing on TV.
I know.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I've thought that too. Like
It
things
is.
will pop up, and I'm like, oh, that's still going.
Do you guys know who the judges are?
Katy Perry?
Mm-hmm. Katy Perry.
Steve
Martin?
Martin.
No.
Martin.
Lionel Richie.
Short.
And
Lionel
Luke,
Richie?
Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah.
Luke Bryan.
Oh.
Who's
They're
Luke
the-
Bryan?
they're
He's
the
a country
three-
singer, right?
What
Oh,
happened
yeah.
to Gwen
Judges.
Stefani?
She's on the other
The Voice.
show.
Oh.
I don't. If she's still on The Voice, I don't know. She was last year. I think she's.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh.
Do people still watch this?
The Voice?
Any of them?
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't think they'd be on. Just a guess.
Some people, you have TV, don't you?
I have a TV.
I mean, like you get cable or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're one of the few. You don't have cable.
No.
Jake, cable?
No. The only like network stuff that I see is like on YouTube.
What about you?
Clips of them.
What about you, Amber?
I don't have.
Yeah, Trent's the only one I know that
I keep
subscribes
meaning to
to
cancel
cable.
it too, and I keep forgetting.
And it's like $200 a month.
Yeah, they freaking bend you over.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could get YouTube TV and pay like twice that.
No.
What?
Is it twice that?
YouTube TV is really expensive.
Really?
I think the best package right now is Disney
Mine.
Plus.
Oh.
It's $20. I think we pay $20 and it's all of Disney and all of Hulu are
Yeah.
included. And Hulu's like every TV show ever.
Yeah,
So,
we watch a lot of Hulu.
yeah.
Well, do
They're speaking in tongues again.
Get the syringe.
Disney Plus. Just had a stroke.
This is
I'm
40.
40. Grape nuts for dinner.
Sometimes I'm recording this podcast with you guys, and I think I put myself in the listener's shoes, and I go, "This is probably hell
Yeah.
right now."
They all turned off already.
What was I saying? Disney Plus and Hulu merged. I think Disney Plus must have bought Hulu.
They did a while back.
Did you think that Hulu bought Disney Plus?
Yeah, that would be weird.
I don't think so.
They did like 2 years ago, but only like, I feel like in the last few weeks, Hulu is now in the Disney Plus app.
It's like a part of the package.
Yeah. And it's been
Mhm.
great because I don't have to like push a button and scroll over to the
I
other
know,
app
so much
anymore.
button pushing.
Yeah. Well, it's annoying on ours because our Apple TV has a parental lock. So every time you open a new app, you have to put the password in. And my kids are all like really used to having to turn their heads while we put the password in.
That's really funny.
So it is a little bit annoying to switch apps, but
My
Are you that worried they're going to watch something on that?
oh yeah.
my youngest.
And it's going to do what to them?
Netflix is
Simpsons
like
are on
straight
there.
up porn now.
What
like
is
literally.
Simpsons?
I have
Netflix.
Netflix, and I don't. Where?
You haven't seen any porn on Netflix? You haven't
Porn?
been searching very well.
Oh, there's.
Maybe anime porn.
Hey, Jake's
Yeah.
grandma or Mike's grandma. I mean, whoever's grandma.
My youngest has figured out found out the pin for the YouTube app on the TV, so it's now pointless until I change it.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Okay.
So Franco.
So,
So yeah, there was a fire.
Luke Bryan said that this Elleigh Marie Francom was his number one pick.
Oh,
So her audition went well.
Nice.
Oh, there's no fire. It's a Francom. I get it.
Well,
I'm like waiting for a fire, and then I remembered you
That's
said
the next.
The Francom is the
Story.
older Francom's the older couple that
That
died in the
died.
murder
Yeah.
suicide in American Fork.
And what was the fire?
Francom. Well, we have more.
Calm
American
down.
Fork news.
Oh,
Amber's birthday.
Grape nuts for dinner. So, any comments on
Wait,
that?
wait, wait.
A girl
I
from
got something to
American
say.
Fork, 20 years old.
You know
Elleigh
how-
Marie Francom made American Idol Hollywood.
The worst part of American Idol is that they always have the sob story that like really, and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
performance.
And they
so,
had one.
So was hers
Yeah,
that her
hers-
grandparents died?
in a fire or in a
This murder suicide? Yeah.
No,
Oh.
it's that her dad is
Unemployed?
in the military.
Oh.
He's stationed at Camp Hill
Air Force Base? Uh-huh. And the
And
commute's long? Is that the
and
is that the
he's being deployed overseas in April,
Oh.
and so that was her sob
I
story.
How many
hate
people are
that
in the
part of
military?
show.
At least 15,
At least.
So how's this her sob story?
Yeah.
He signed up to
because
do
she
this.
cried that he's going to leave to.
I'm sure he did.
April.
She
She's
did.
the oldest. She's
Because-
taken on a lot of responsibility.
Trent, she also sings well. So all the other people in the military's daughters are kind of like, wah. They're good at the xylophone or something, but not singing.
Oh.
They thought that Lionel Richie said this is a perfect American Idol story because
Why?
she's from American Fork. He's like, oh, that sounds like a really patriotic place. Lionel Richie said that. And they just thought that the fact that he's a military guy and
Yeah.
from American Fork and they're on American Idol, it's the perfect unity of
That show needs a Frasier
American.
to just get them to move on.
yeah.
Like next story. We're done with
next.
Just Fraser sitting in the back
Yeah.
corner
it. Boo, get her off.
behind the judges.
Anyway,
Next.
what's the next story? Who's the next guest? Anyway,
The next story goes along with what Phil's desperately searching for.
Amber's birthday.
I call this another one bites the dust.
Oh.
There was a fire.
And this is in American
Oh.
Fork, right?
Mhm, American
Wow.
Fork. There was a house explosion.
Why do you
Yeah.
always bring up such depressing
That's what I
stories?
said. Like every time I host,
Yeah.
every time I host, there's something in American Fork that's depressing.
Yeah.
Just know that if you want butterflies and rainbows, just listen to the episodes that I host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Burn.
What's your favorite flower?
but guess what? I had a subcontractor tell me about this story, and
Yeah.
he like had firsthand accounts with everything.
So Rocky Mountain Power was out doing work at this, I think it's a duplex or a townhome where two elderly women and a dog lived. And the next morning, it blew up. And one of the residents who lived there got out and went to the neighbors and she escaped. And the other one they found after they were clearing the rubble, they found a body of another woman. And so it's currently it's suspected that a gas line leaked from the work that was being done the day before, and it's currently, I think, still under investigation. But they finally recently released the name of the woman victim who died.
It was a house that blew up and the woman died.
A woman died
Yeah.
in the house explosion.
Something. Her name was something Francom.
She was not a
One woman
Franco.
died and one woman survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And
the
the
story.
dog survived too.
So the story I heard was that like I said, with a friend of mine, he woke up early in the morning with like an explosion sound. He like heard it. He thought it was something in his attic. So then he goes to work and he sees all these fire trucks and stuff at like 6:30 in the morning, 6:00 in the morning. And so he goes in and talks to some of the first responders and people that are standing around. And apparently Old Dominion, that's the trucking company. What's the other one?
Dominion
Energy was there the day before because of a leak, but they
it's
determined that it wasn't severe enough to have to handle right then. And so they set up a work
Oh.
order to come in the next day. And that morning it exploded.
So they
it
weren't
wasn't
doing
severe
work.
for that moment.
I don't know if they were doing work.
It's not blowing up right now.
They're
so
like,
we
no
can-
one will blow up as long as nobody walks out here and lights a cigarette.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. And apparently,
Smoke 'em if you got him.
Yeah.
apparently the conditions, it's not like you can fill the room up with gas and it'll explode really well, because if there's too much gas, there's not enough oxygen. There has to be like the right mixture, I guess. And so the chances of that happening apparently are very rare. Like,
Did these old ladies have oxygen tanks they were on?
I have no idea, but it's like, yeah, you just have to, if you have too much gas, it's like it won't explode. But if you have not enough, it won't explode. You have to have the right mixture.
It's like
So.
gasoline in a car engine.
Sure. Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
You got to pull in oxygen in order for it to burn goodly.
That's so sad that a house blew up.
Yep, house exploded.
Did you see pictures of it?
I don't think people are worried about the house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phil.
oh yeah, there's a person.
Oh yeah, there's a person.
Yeah, there was the lady in there.
I actually didn't hear there was a person. I only
One
heard
lady
about the
died.
house. Just said house blew up was the deadline instead
The
of
woman who
I
died.
thought your real
blows
estate
up.
agent reached out and was like, recently
Yeah.
open property.
Yeah.
Swipe one way. If you see a welder, swipe the other way.
Demolition already done.
Yeah.
The funny thing is,
New construction recently started.
this house will probably sell for like $600,000 in that
Yeah.
condition.
As it is, it's
Yeah.
like a third of the house.
Move
is
in
still
ready.
standing.
Yeah.
On the listing, brand new gas line.
Fixer upper, $650,000.
Newly appraised gas.
This is terrible, but on the news
so
report,
morbid.
they said that her cat was missing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, news, but the subcontractor that was down there, he took this picture.
Of a cat crossing
There's
the road.
a dead cat in the road.
Oh.
He's like, honestly, I don't know if it was her cat, but it was pretty funny that I saw that. But look, there's a railroad tracks.
There-
I don't
I
know
didn't
where
know-
this is, like 5th East.
Do you want me to say the address? Because
No.
we know that
We don't
you
want
guys
your.
know that I love to pinpoint the exact location.
Yeah, no, thanks.
It's by the tracks.
Yeah,
So it's on the wrong side of the tracks.
it was on the wrong side. The other side's gas is fine.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's sad in American Fork.
Her name's Kathy Harrison.
Oh,
R.I.P.
I do like your first story though. It had what do you call
Are we
it?
rating the stories
Yeah,
now?
Yeah, so
Well,
far
I
it goes
like-
Francom story, then fire.
yeah.
1, 2.
Is this why you asked to do the host this week?
I did not ask.
Because you knew. Oh,
It was my turn though.
Because you knew.
He never asks us.
You should have started with the fire and ended with Frank.
Why'd you zoom?
Oh.
Why'd you zoom up
Well,
on
there
the
is-
dead cat?
I wanted
is-
to see if it was dead.
There is another American Fork story though.
Oh,
Oh,
Three?
There's
You
always
know
an
what you're
abundance of
doing.
stories when I
Yeah, American Fork.
hey, save some for the rest of us. Go on.
host. I call this one Build a Wall.
Okay.
So there was a man who was arrested. A man living in Murray was arrested by the American Fork police.
Mhm.
I don't know why, because they investigated. It was the Utah County Crimes Commission or whatever that was. He had 30 pounds of fentanyl and in a grocery bag with
What
a
do you
bunch
mean you
of
don't know
cash.
why he was arrested?
I don't.
30 pounds
And
of
he still
fentanyl.
isn't sure. He's
Okay.
like, I don't know. Real straight shooter.
I don't know why the American Fork Police Department was involved in arresting a guy in Murray in his house.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
There's a Utah County
an
Crimes
upstanding
Commission
citizen.
that was started by some of the American Fork Police Department, and they, for some reason, had a reason to go into this house in Murray. And they found the guy. He's a illegal immigrant from, can I say that? Is that bad to say?
He's
Illegal immigrant, undocumented
unhoused
citizen.
Yeah.
Undocumented resident.
Sure.
Yeah. So they found him at the house.
You can't
Holding-
you can't say him.
They found this human being.
They found they
at their house, holding a 30-pound a grocery bag with 30 pounds of fentanyl and a bunch of cash.
30 pounds.
And-
Holding
also-
a grocery bag.
Yeah.
The
also
cops
in his
there,
house-
They
like-
opened the door. Nothing.
Oh, just shopping. But he didn't say it in English because he probably doesn't speak English.
Wow.
How do you know? Maybe it was an illegal immigrant from the United Kingdom.
Who's from Honduras.
Oh,
Wow.
And
maybe he was
And they
a.
also found a what did they call it? Distributable amount of cocaine
Okay.
in his house as well.
A distributable amount. So, like,
Isn't
A
any
kilo.
amount distributable?
no, if,
I mean, I could
if
distribute
it's only
any of
like
it.
a gram, that's just for personal use. Is that
yeah,
right?
It
Yeah, this
does
is called
have
a
to be a
Monday.
certain
they-
amount.
Oh,
I
yeah.
That's
think
just
that they
called a
would,
Monday.
if it's over a certain amount, that they would say they could say that this he probably had the intent to sell.
Yeah.
But 30 pounds of fentanyl. Like, think about how much like a dose is like.
I thought it was like a
Extremely
grain of
small.
sand
So-
would like kill you or something.
So I
Yeah.
did the research on this because
Oh.
I do the research.
Good
on that.
job, Jake.
Oh,
So he had
it's weird.
he got arrested without bail, and he's I think currently still arrested.
Yeah.
And I'll go into my thoughts on that in a minute. But
On being arrested?
no, just on the whole illegal immigrants being arrested and released thing that's
Mhm.
going on in Utah right now. So he had 30 pounds of fentanyl. Usually drugs are distributed in kilos, and a kilo is about 2.2 pounds. And so he had over 13 and a half kilos worth of fentanyl. And we assume it's those little pills that you see on the news articles, you know, it's like, it looks like a little Smartie, whatever.
Pez dispenser.
This was pure powder.
They didn't say, they just said 30 pounds of fentanyl, but a gram of a single pill of fentanyl can range between 0.2 and 0.5 grams of 0.2 and 5 grams of fentanyl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a single pill or 0.2 grams of fentanyl can kill a person.
0.2 grams
of fentanyl
can kill a person,
one person.
But they have pills that have 0.5.
They have pills that have up to 5. According to the DEA, 46% of the pills that they have tested, that they've confiscated from people, range between 0.2 and 5. There's a huge range of the pills that the DEA has
5
confiscated.
milligrams.
5 milligrams.
Okay, you said kilograms, and I was like, "There's not a kilogram in a pill."
I was leading into the fact that
It's a big pill.
A kilogram or a kilo of fentanyl can kill 500,000 people.
Whoa!
And he had 13.6 kilos, so he had enough fentanyl on his person to kill the entire state of Nevada and Utah, the entire population of both states.
Wow, that's like Mission Impossible terrorist stuff.
Yeah, isn't this like WMD?
Like we
that's a lot of
gotta
fentanyl.
find the thing before he pours it in the water supply.
Yeah,
and lights out.
I got a question. I got 2 questions. One, does the 30-pound include the bag or not? Because I mean,
that's really it could be a heavy grocery bag.
I'm going to say for sure this is in powder form because you wouldn't have 30 pounds worth of pills in a grocery bag, is my guess.
Well, do you remember that case? There was like a kid in Ogden who got arrested. He had weed brownies, and he got like 30 years in prison because they weighed the brownies. So they considered that the weight. So maybe there's like 30 pounds, including whatever the pill junk that they put in there too.
It was like a block of concrete that they hid one pill inside.
Yep. Yeah.
he has 16
He had
kilos.
30 pounds.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've eaten some dense-ass brownies in my life. So
Yeah,
that's
brownies can be heavy.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Brownies can be heavy.
You mean dense as in narcotically dense?
No. Just dense, like thick, like heavy, you know.
Fudge brownies.
You pick it up
are
and you're like, a
usually-
brownie should weigh this much. You're like, that weighs way more.
Yeah, that's
I'm going to prison.
That's what we call a Mormon brownie.
A Mormon brownie.
Yeah, they're like pure sludge. Yeah,
Those are good.
sugary.
Okay, my second question is, what store did the grocery bag come
That's
from?
what I was wondering. Was it a Walmart bag?
You know it's not Target.
Smith's.
You know it's
Smith's
not.
have thicker bags.
It was
than Walmart.
fentanyl's
Target
R
has
Us.
thicker bags as well.
I'm guessing it's just Walmart. Like,
Target
let's be honest.
Target has good bags.
They
but I
probably
don't
double
think-
bagged it. 30
I
pounds.
don't think a drug dealer would go to Target.
You know, who has the best bags is the BYU Creamery. They're like
Maybe that's where it's from.
super thick, like medical grade.
Could they hold 30 pounds of fentanyl?
I think
plus-
so. Yeah, they're heavy.
Plus a load
That's
of
their
cash?
selling point.
They'll put a gallon of
ads.
milk in there, and they'll be like, "Do you want me to double bag this?" I'm like, "Why?" You pretty much have like a Kevlar case around it.
Why
as it
would you
is.
put a gallon of milk that has a handle on it
Well, because
into a bag?
when I walk
your hand
there
gets
in the
cold.
winter, it's cold,
Your hand,
and
the
you're
handle's
like
cold.
holding that gallon of milk. It's cold.
Oh, that way you can kind of put it on
He
your arms.
walks
Yeah.
to the BYU Creamery because he lives in a
no, I
walking
understand where he lives.
vicinity.
Why wouldn't he put some gloves on? The second time you go for milk.
Phil.
That's for babies.
He's also
But the
Bags
bag
are
is
for
not-
men.
he's also
bags are for men.
he's also building a backpacking tarp out of these
Yeah,
set bags.
that's
Oh,
true.
so it's really for the bags.
Yeah,
I-
he's
I just
wrap-
picture you like Home Alone when he's coming back from the grocery store.
Yeah, and it like all falls out.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
that's a great scene.
No, but I have carried milk home before, and my hands got cold, so I bag it now.
Don't you have kids?
Yeah,
Can't they carry it?
they're too lazy, and you can't like hit them anymore. So what am I gonna do?
Not hit him, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay. So wait, you were saying, is he released already? There's no way.
So he's not released.
Oh, okay.
And based on what some research that I've done on Utah being a sanctuary state.
Is it really?
Well, so
I'm
governor.
going to go commit some
Man.
crimes.
Yeah, let's.
Wait, what do you mean by a sanctuary state?
So
like,
so-
we found you here. You're not supposed to be here, but you can stay.
you're a criminal, and people are clouding into states that are sanctuary states or cities that are sanctuary cities because they know that they'll be safe there as an illegal immigrant. And Utah has released a lot of criminals who are illegal aliens, illegal people, undocumented citizens, after they've committed crimes. I don't know why, but they've done that. And so I know Governor Cox is basically campaigning on the fact that he's said that Utah has never been nor will it ever be under his watch a sanctuary state, but there are Department of Homeland Security statistics that prove otherwise. And so if this guy gets released from jail or police custody or whatever wherever he's at, then I would actively campaign against Spencer Cox. I never voted for him. I don't really like.
Wait, you
Spencer
would
Cox.
campaign against Spencer Cox because he
Are you running to be governor?
says we
No,
won't
but I
be
would.
a
Well, because he's saying
sanctuary
that we're
state?
not a sanctuary state, but that would imply the exact opposite.
Yeah,
what would I missed that part? Sorry. What would imply?
Letting the criminal out of jail.
Oh, they're going to let him out.
if they let him out. If this guy gets released,
The governor's going to let him out?
no, but under the governor's watch, if
Oh.
so under the governor's watch, Utah has proven that they're a sanctuary state, even though the governor says we're not. But a lot of criminals are coming to Utah because a lot of criminals are being released after committing crimes.
Uh-huh.
Illegal immigrants in particular. I don't know. Do they not have the ability to house them? Or are they saving space for documented citizen criminals?
But why
I don't
are
know.
you saying wasn't he held without bail? You're saying some people are talking about releasing him? Or
No.
where did that come from?
No, I just think that. So
You're just saying he better stay there or I'm going to be real mad. Okay.
If we release him or people like him, then I will actively advertise against Spencer Cox for anybody who's running against him that I like.
Let's pretend like Spencer Cox owns a bakery.
Okay.
Basically, he's saying this. We're not a bakery, but if you want some croissants, I got some.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did
I
that clear everything
Well
up?
put. Jeff.
No,
Well
I
put.
Thank you.
still don't get it.
Put it
but-
in pastry form.
So I think that
Crystal
in
clear.
a very dense pastry form. I think that criminals like this should stay locked away or deported back to where they came from.
See, that's a good question. Like, what is the best thing? Because if you keep him and incarcerate him, he goes to prison. Now we're paying for that. If we send him back, he's just gonna run right back through that tunnel and with another load of fentanyl. And so, what is the answer?
Let's send him to Australia.
Oh yeah,
I like the British technique.
that's what Australia was built
Originally,
by.
yeah.
Let's send all the
which island?
prisoners over there.
Which island could we use?
Haiti is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear it's doing great this time of year.
Yeah.
Send him down there during earthquake season?
We didn't even talk about Haiti, but there's like a guy that they call him barbecue and he
The YouTube guy.
Yeah, and he eats people's legs or something like that.
What?
He should have gotten arrested. I mean, kidnapped though. He went down there to interview these whatever people, and then they're just like, "Yeah, you're ours now."
The barbecue guy?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh.
He went down there, he sent a video to his editor, whatever it is.
Okay. Clarify it. What is this?
Yeah.
So this is a
I'm so lost.
YouTuber who went to Haiti
Uh-huh.
to interview these
Cannibal
militia
type
people or whatever.
Oh,
Okay.
Goes there,
Uh-huh.
sends a little video back, basically like, "Hey, this doesn't really seem like a great place." And now they've kidnapped him, and they're asking for like $600,000.
Oh, this must be a different guy.
Oh,
You're talking about eating legs?
The guy, and I don't know if this is true, but apparently
No,
there's
it's an episode from The Walking Dead.
apparently there's this
confused
gang
right now.
member down there that's like nuts, and they call him Barbecue. And apparently he like barbecued someone's leg and is like eating it, like that's his Instagram post or something.
Okay, so this is the solution to the drug problem in the United States.
Yeah.
Eat their
Send them
legs.
to barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going to eat their
Or
legs.
eat their legs.
Oh shoot.
That's what I meant.
But on that note, illegal immigration has gotten pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Like they said there were like I want to say like 1 million apprehensions in like the last month
Yeah.
or something like that. And that's just the people they caught coming in. They,
Yeah.
they said they're just like a bunch of people coming. Now, I don't notice that in my I'm not like walking down the street and they're like 50 people on the side of the street in a tent.
I don't understand. So
They're all
Border
at Home
Patrol-
Depot looking for a job.
Yeah.
So the
I
Border
don't know
Patrol
where they're
guys-
going.
The Border Patrol guys are sitting there and they're like, "Go capture that guy," and he's like, "Oh, I have apprehension," and you're counting that as one.
Yeah. Exactly.
You want to hear about Jimmy Schreezer, a.k.a. Barbecue?
Oh,
Is that guy?
According to Wikipedia, Jimmy, I don't know how to say his last name, whatever,
Lopez.
nicknamed Barbecue, is a Haitian politician,
What?
a criminal gang leader,
Probably
a
voted in.
former police officer and warlord. So he's a good guy.
He's a warlord.
He's just
too.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
He's well-rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say.
But apparently he's like taking over the country. It'd be like kind of like the Bloods taking over
Uh-huh.
the country,
Yeah.
I think, is what's going on down
Do you
there.
say that? Are you saying that Bloods eat legs?
That's where the blood comes from.
Facts.
This guy's almost Amber's age.
Whoa.
A couple years older, actually. Sorry, that's why.
Happy birthday, Barbecue.
And how old is that, Phil?
40. Big 4.
Yeah, you
Let's
guys
have
are
a
so
barbecue for your birthday.
great. Okay.
Oh.
Call him right now.
Cool. Right.
Yeah. Call it barbecue. Did you know you have almost the same birthday as a friend of ours?
It's only
Can
2
you come to a
years
barbecue?
apart.
You're almost the same
You're
age.
almost
I mean,
the
it's
same age.
not even close. But
BYOB.
BYOL.
Anyway, that's a lot of fentanyl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
30 pounds of fentanyl.
Oh,
In a
So,
Walmart bag.
That's scary.
so yeah, I mean, what do we do? The worst thing we can do is just let them back out of the police department, let them walk around and do, live in Utah for free.
You know what I think we need to do? I think we need to take all our troops out of the Philippines, out of Taiwan, out of Australia, out of Europe, out of Africa,
And
out
have
of
a military
everywhere,
state here.
and bring them all here,
Oh, yeah.
give them all a shovel, and say, start digging for tunnels. Right along this line,
What the?
find all those tunnels,
Oh, yeah,
Where
yeah.
they're
Bury 'em
coming
up.
in.
Yeah.
and then say, now here's a rifle, stand right here, and don't let anyone come over.
Well, if we brought all those troops home, they could just do like hands across America, but just
Yeah.
across the border.
literally across.
And
What-
dig a hole so they can put their foot in the tunnel too, so they can't get through.
How many
Yeah.
military bases do you guys think we have, like
Oh, like
around the world?
A lot.
innumerable.
how many?
Innumerable.
I would
You can't even
say
count that high.
36.
36. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, more.
36?
Did you Google it? You know?
I listened to a podcast the other day. That
Oh,
talked
did
about
you?
Uh-huh.
Hundreds.
I'd say two or 300.
it.
3.
Higher than that.
Are you shitting me
Is
right
it
now?
in the thousands?
It's like 600 and something. I'll
Oh.
find the exact
Holy
number.
smokes.
So if we just came home and took care of our own,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm
We'd be
saying.
fine.
Yeah.
We've got a big problem. And it's not just a problem like for us, like, oh, people are coming and like now we have too many people. It's a problem, I think, for those people too, because now they're like growing up and like mothers are like, the best thing I can do for my kids is give them to these traffickers, and who knows what'll happen. They might drown in a river. They might be dropped from a 30-foot fence. Like, I don't know. If that were like not an option, yes, life sucks down there, but then maybe people, instead of being like, let's just leave, will be like, let's make our place better. Let's get rid of our politicians. I don't know. I don't know what
for
the
barbecue. Keep barbecue.
yeah, keep barbecue, because he's bringing the law
He's voted in.
to Haiti.
Sure.
Yeah, that's justice.
Yeah.
That's insane, though.
It's
600.
750 in 80 countries.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And I'm sure we're welcome in all of them, right?
of course.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, come on down.
Yeah.
Oh, America.
Yeah.
They love us.
I think
there.
we still even have a base in Iraq, don't we?
There's
Even though they-
700 of them, Phil. I'm sure.
Even though they left, I want to say I heard the other day that
Afghanistan,
they're
you
like
mean?
Iraq. Like we formally left Iraq, but I think there's some kind of thing there.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is.
So I don't know.
Speaking of which, I heard that Area 51 is no longer the alien headquarters, but guess what is?
Area 52.
Area 52.
No.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Dugway.
Dugway Proving Grounds.
Area
Oh.
I heard a guy
Really?
online talking about how Dugway Proving Grounds, for anyone that doesn't know, is what, 2 valleys west of Salt Lake Valley or 3 valleys?
Yeah,
or
my
something?
grandparents lived there. I went out there all the time growing up.
Are they aliens?
Yeah, they are.
That's why they
aliens.
call it
Yeah, I knew
Area
it.
52.
Admitted
My
aliens.
grandpa
it
used
that.
to say he used to joke that his hair glowed in the dark because he,
Glowed's not a word.
I think he like handled the shipments of like nuclear waste or something out there.
Glued in the dark.
Yeah.
It glued.
What kind of glue?
It glue in the dark.
Is his name Elmer?
Yeah, Elmer glue.
There is some insane stories out there, and that is where all the pilots for the Hiroshima bomb were all trained and stuff. They used to, yeah.
They took it out of Wendover.
And if you never looked up the bat bomb, it's a real thing. They tested that out there too, and it's insane. Have you guys ever heard of the bat bomb?
No.
Oh wow. I'll explain it real quick, but you should look it up because they have videos of it and everything. Basically, right when they were researching the H bomb, the hydrogen bomb, they built this bat bomb where they put little incendiary devices on bats, like to burn, right? And they would like chill the bats, and they'd go into like a hibernating thing. Anyway, they'd fly over, and this bomb would basically drop a whole bunch of bats. And as they were falling down, they'd warm up and start flying. But because they dropped it during the daytime, the first thing they do is go into the buildings and like
What?
find like
Wow.
refuge, you know? So, and then the timer would go off and it would light up and burn the place down.
What?
It's insane. And they said it was massively successful. Because imagine like a whole city's just starts burning all at once. You know, what are you going to do to put out the fires? But,
That-
and then the H bomb was successful, and they're like, yeah, cancel the bat bomb. We don't need this anymore.
It sounds like something you talk about when you're high. You're like, let's put a bunch of bombs in
Yeah.
an ass of a bat, like drop it
How
from a
who
plane.
thought of that?
I'm telling you,
This is the LSD or
Google
something.
it. It's a real
Probably.
thing.
I don't see how that could be successful because bats weigh like a half an ounce, so
Yeah.
you couldn't put a lot of weight on them.
Well, I mean, depends what kind of bat you got.
Yeah, like they're like flying foxes.
They brought them from the Philippines where they've got
Yeah.
6 foot
Flying
wingspans.
fox, yeah.
Well, that's a lot of fentanyl.
I forgot we were talking about fentanyl.
Oh yeah, right.
All right. Anyways, what Utah news?
6 degrees in full circle.
I'm so stoked about this.
Yeah, Amber really likes this idea.
I don't even know what it is.
Hey,
So,
you got to be sarcastic.
Kevin Bacon is coming to Payson High School.
Oh, that's right.
Bacon.
So a few weeks ago, we talked about how Payson High School wants to have Kevin Bacon over for their prom because it's 40-year anniversary, Amber's birthday anniversary
Yes.
of Footloose, and everyone in the world knows it was filmed at Payson High School, and Kevin Bacon was the star of the movie, and they're going to be tearing the school down and building a new one. So they thought, let's do one last hurrah and have Kevin Bacon. So they basically like petitioned to have Kevin Bacon come to their prom, and he is officially coming to Payson High School.
Yay!
He's not going to prom though.
Oh,
He's not.
No, I think they said earlier in the day he's gonna they're gonna make humanitarian kits together or something like that.
That's cool.
On
Whatever.
the thing, he said
Yeah.
he was going to be coming to prom.
Yeah, it did.
Oh
He
yeah.
verbally said that.
That's what I heard from the wife Vine.
Oh, she's probably right. Your
Yeah.
wife's always right.
So
Well, I know that him and his wife do some. They have
Humanitarian
like a
thing.
Yeah.
like a
It's called
nonprofit.
6
make
degrees.
kits.
Yeah, but he should still go to the prom. Like, how fun!
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
You know, I went to the Maven Cinemas yesterday.
Yeah.
And I watched Roger Rabbit. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But there was a preview for Apollo 13, and I forgot that Kevin Sausage was in there.
Oh yeah,
Kevin Bacon, sorry.
Kevin Sausage.
Kevin Sausage.
Well, Kevin's sausage was also in there, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh.
Apollo 13. What else is Kevin Bacon in?
Tremors.
Tremors.
The documentary.
He's
Tremors.
still in movies. He was in one like a mystery thriller type movie where like his house was bigger on the inside than it was on the outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a scary.
I don't know why that's so funny to me. I'm like,
The
name of
Invisible
it.
Man.
Invisible Man. What was he in that was like big?
Apollo 13,
Apollo 13. I don't know.
Footloose.
Who even is that
Jesus.
guy?
So he's coming to Payson.
That's good.
That's great.
And they're going to make packages for people.
Yeah, he's also coming with his brother. He has a band with his brother,
Oh, yeah.
and they're coming to Lehigh
Oh,
for
really?
rodeo days. I think. I'm guessing I think it's sometime this summer.
The
To
Lehigh
perform.
Roundup.
Yeah, to perform at the Lehigh Roundup.
With Keith Bacon. What's his name? Keith?
Ooh, I hope it's Keith.
Mr. Bacon.
It's Mr. Bacon.
Friday the
Mr.
13th, Footloose, Tremors, A Few Good Men,
Okay.
Apollo
I
13,
said that
Sleepers,
one.
Wild Things,
Wild
Hollow
Things
Man.
was popular, huh?
Mystic River. Yeah. Death Sentence, Frostford, X-Men First Class,
What? Who was he in that one?
Black Mass, Patriots Day, The Darkness. Yeah, I still...
So, welcome to American Fork Podcast, where we Google for you.
We Google things and like mumble about them
find
as
out-
we read them.
We find out stuff in real time.
Yeah. I still don't...
Oh, Kevin Bacon wasn't.
It must just have been Tremors. That must be the one that I'm like, I remember him from growing up.
Yeah, that was a.
I can't
iconic
wait. I
movie
can't.
of our
Sorry.
childhood.
You know who I freaking love though? Recently is
Keith
who's the
Bacon.
other guy with the throat thing?
Oh,
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
Because
Oh,
I
I love
watched
Val.
Tombstone is on
Oh,
Netflix,
it's so
he's
good.
great
and it's a
in
good one. It's a good character. His Doc Holliday.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, he
Even
was
though-
great in that.
yeah.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Mhm.
I love it's so anyway, there's so many good parts on that. My kids like that one too, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
I love he pulls his cup out and does his little spin thing
Yeah.
with it. Because the guy's showing off like spinning his gun around.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and
it's
he's
just-
always drunk
classic.
It's
and
a good
always
movie.
dying of tuberculosis. It's a good character.
Yep.
Yep.
He did a good job. It's a sad thing because he's like, he would be like a Tom Cruise level dude still if he didn't have the
I think
cancer.
so. Did you guys watch that documentary about him?
No,
He,
I
like,
I,
did- it
I
was pretty
wanted
good.
to. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
It was
pretty
like
good.
he produced it himself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
yeah. I would like to see it.
Yeah, I had a total Val crush for a long time.
Did you?
Who didn't?
Mhm. I know, right?
He was beautiful. He was better looking than Tom Cruise, like
yeah,
in Top Gun.
He really
Oh, yeah.
is
Yeah.
a beautiful
Beautiful man.
individual.
Yeah.
Beautiful man.
He played a
Most
good
beautiful.
like
as soon as you think Phil's done, he
Tremendously
keeps going.
yeah.
Tremendous.
Mm.
Huge.
He's really tremendous. He's the
Really
best actor in the world,
huge.
except for me. Everyone says I'm the best.
If people
I'm
are saying-
told.
People are saying I'm the best. I don't know if that's true,
I'm
but
told my ratings are the highest.
Have you guys seen the meme where Trump is holding an accordion?
Yes.
He's talking with his hands like this.
And it was just, oh man, if you don't, you got to look it up because I
I'll have
watched
to
it
look
a
it
few
up.
times.
It's really funny.
he is always accordioning. Huh?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that. Remember that Saturday Night Live? What was that girl's name that was real funny?
Stacy.
And she played that character that had like the tiny arms.
Oh yeah. I don't remember her name, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, Phil. That was a good memory.
Yeah.
What's the next story?
Next story.
Remember
Let's
that? I
move
don't
on.
remember the thing. I don't remember the person, but the tiny arms. Do you remember that?
you remember the Beatles?
Yeah.
You remember that? That was
Moving on to
awesome.
the Beatles.
Okay.
Next one I call Phil's wardrobe house bill.
What?
Oh.
What do you think this is about?
I
High
bet it's
vis,
like
high vis.
no more Chinese slavery for our clothing.
Phil, what do you think it is?
Phil? You looking at me?
Phil.
Okay, Jeff.
Jeff, what do you?
Everybody's Phil.
I think that there is a French fashion designer who has basketball shorts and old T-shirts with paint all over them, and that's their thing with American-made shoes.
Okay,
That's what I think.
Intriguing.
Don't I have a really
Amber.
unique
Yeah.
Lazy.
wardrobe.
I mean,
Like a
yes.
$400 boots and like and pants and a shirt that are like completely
$7.
decimated.
From the DI 17 years ago.
Yeah.
What do you
Exactly.
think it is about, Amber?
Well, I'm guessing since when we dressed up like Phil for the Christmas party and everyone was wearing high vis, I'm going for that.
High vis.
Something about high vis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like construction type.
Sexy construction worker.
Yeah.
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 Amber's closest.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
This
High vis
one-
is in. That's what you're saying.
yeah.
It's the safest color.
Yeah.
So new Utah laws change rules on hunter attire, antler gathering, taxidermy, and bird names. I'm only going to talk about the
Ones
Hunter
that you
attire.
care about. Oh, okay.
So under this new bill, it will change the requirement. So currently, if you're hunting during hunting season in Utah, you have to wear a certain percentage of hunter orange
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
on your body.
Mm-hmm.
They're changing that to you have to wear something on the exterior of your clothing that is hunter orange. So a hat, a vest.
Would you wear something internal hunter
Oh,
orange?
so that-
Sometimes people wear like hunter orange jacket with a vest over top of it.
That's dumb.
And so I guess that's not
Yeah,
considered
that completely-
external.
Oh, so if I wear a bright orange coat, that's just my clothing. I've got to wear a vest or a hat or a scarf or an accessory pretty much.
No, it just says, the new hunter orange law, which goes into effect May 1st, requires big game hunters to wear orange on the exterior of their clothing, such as a hat, shirt, jacket, coat, vest, or sweater. It changed the rule, the previous rule, which required individuals to wear a specific number of square inches of orange.
My bra and panties
But, yeah,
are
I don't know.
bright orange. I can show them to you if you want to,
I got
Mr.
an orange
Warden.
thong on.
It's a full granny panty. I meet the square inches. I'm a triple XL.
Mr. Warden.
So I don't know how that changes.
I don't know either.
Does
'cause-
it just less? I think they're going from a square inch measurement because that's really hard to
To a
like,
percentage.
for a DWR agent to sit and measure a hunter. You know,
yeah.
from a square inch measurement to just something on the outside of your clothes that's orange.
Yeah.
Somebody
So-
should design an app for the Rangers to use that you just take a picture and it's like 20%. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, how are they going to figure that out?
300 square inches.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like 20% to me.
Yeah.
Now you got to measure
That's-
the whole body.
It's probably
Then
why
the-
they made the change because it's the DWR agents were like, I don't know how to measure this. It also this House bill also gives Division of Wildlife Resources managers authority to require other individuals like hikers, campers to wear hunter orange while on wildlife management areas during big game hunts.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, so if you're-
I hate the government.
oh yeah, okay.
Like what the hell are they doing? It's like, you know what? If you go out in camo and start rustling around in bushes during hunting season,
You should be shot.
you get shot. You know what? That's just Darwin Award.
Yeah.
Like maybe don't do that.
Survival of the
You're kind of dumb
Yeah.
for real.
I've always wondered about this too, because like you go out hiking, let's say in hunter season, I always wear high vis because mostly it's because like if I die or have a stroke and the helicopter comes, they'll be like, there he is.
Yeah.
But
Look, he's stroking.
but also if there's like a Ted Bundy guy in the forest that's gonna like pick someone off, high vis is like a really
You're
good
screwed.
target.
Yeah.
But you understand, like you walk out of your house in America now and you're like, oh, what activity am I doing? I'm going to go on my motorcycle. I guess I have to wear this list of clothing. Otherwise, I'm going to get a ticket. Oh, I'm going to go hiking in the mountains of free America. Oh, I better wear this type of clothing. Otherwise, I'm going to have to give money to somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how free are we? I don't know.
And are
I think
there-
you're pretty free because you can go hunting however you want.
Can you, though?
Yeah.
You actually can't. You have to
As
win a
long as you're wearing
lottery.
the right
No.
You have to
attire.
wear 70% of
No,
everything.
you can just go and they'll write you a ticket.
That's true.
And are there enough incidents during hunting season with non-hunters involved to justify a change like that?
I don't know. I think it's reasonable though. I was thinking when you started this, I'm like, why are they requiring the hunters to wear the orange? They're the ones shooting. They should be requiring everyone else. But I realized that very likely when you go hunting, you go in a group, and the people you're likely to encounter out there are probably people in your own group. So like if they're out there in camo or whatever, and you've had a few of these peak IPA Power Day super ales, and you're like, oh, look, is that a deer or a monkey? I don't know. Let me shoot it. And it's really Trent.
A monkey?
Yeah.
So
Are we going monkey hunting in Utah?
Yeah.
So are you saying that it doesn't make sense that the hunters would have to wear hunter orange?
No, I'm saying when you started this story, I thought it didn't make sense, but as I thought about it, they're probably the people who most need to wear orange because they're more likely to be in firing proximity during hunting season.
I know I didn't just walk into you debating any sort of high visibility clothing.
Yes.
So
You did.
How is that even
This
possible?
story is all about me.
So I called this article Phil's Wardrobe House Bill.
Yeah.
And where the House of Utah has come out with a bill that changes the requirements for hunter orange to be worn during big game hunting season. So
why are we trying to protect stupid?
See, this is what I was just talking about.
Jeff said.
I'm like, you walk out of your house and it's like, what am I going to do today? I better put this kind of clothing on, otherwise I'm going to have to pay a fine. It's like,
So,
how free are we?
I just told you why. You and Jeff go out hunting, which you don't, because we're all not men for some reason. We don't hunt. I've said that before.
If you're out hunting, you should be wearing hunter orange.
Or you should
I know,
die.
that's what I'm saying.
I hunt.
Yeah. Jake says that he hunts, but I never see a YouTube post of him like cleaning a carcass or anything.
Would I post on YouTube?
Yeah.
Of me
Oh,
cleaning a
you
carcass?
illegally hunt. That's why.
No. I have killed big game.
When?
Look
It's
at
been
his
years.
eyes when he
Yeah.
says
Well, that's what I mean.
That doesn't count when you're at home slaying your wife. You're like, yeah.
Wow.
Slaying
Bag knees.
your wife.
Yeah. What do you call it when you make a baby?
I
Definitely not that.
woman.
Not
Yeah.
slay
Yeah.
big game.
Yeah. Slay some big game.
You slay the dragon, not the princess.
I still
my
go
God.
hunting. I just haven't shot at a big game that falls within the requirements.
If that's the case, we went hunting in
of a-
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
We were in the woods. We had guns with us. We
allegedly.
were willing to shoot somebody. Thing.
yes.
I'll grant that, Jake. you actually like draw out for a tag or whatever.
Yeah, either I do or
Or your dad.
my
or
dad
somebody.
does, and I go with him.
Yeah.
But I am in the hunting
No.
Category.
sphere of huntership.
You're in the social realm of hunting.
Yeah.
No, I've said this because I've always said I would like to go because I feel like we're not really men.
Let's start
unless we go-
hunting. Let's start deer
I'll
hunting.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And we keep saying this,
Okay.
but I
Thanks
think
for
you have to
listening.
like
Bye.
Google on a Google what time to go stand in line at Walmart or something.
Yeah, you have
get a tag?
That's why Jeff's saying you have to win the lottery because a
Yeah.
lot of it is
Yeah.
draw.
I've heard
You
it's
put in for a draw, and if you don't,
This is my argument. I'm like, hey, we're in America. We have to win the lottery, literally, and then we can go out at a certain time, and
In a
then we have to
certain-
wear certain
in
clothes.
a certain zone.
We can only take a certain kind of weapon to murder with, and then it's like at a certain point, you're like, is this free or is this? I mean, if you just have enough money, you just throw it at everybody, and then you can go hunting. I guess.
We should
Well,
go.
the difference is you can't just have everyone out there willy-nilly killing whatever they want with whatever they want.
Yeah, because that's like what happened to the buffalo, and then we almost killed them all.
But you can.
Control.
It's
You
not
could.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, you should go out and buy your own private property.
somewhere else.
And you can hunt on your own private property.
We should go
that's
to
true.
Alaska. They're
Oh.
probably like, shoot whatever you want.
If you're in like Arkansas,
Go
you
bear
can shoot like
hunting.
2 a day or something like that.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, you just live in the wrong state.
Okay.
It's just like move to California if you don't want to have anything cool.
On the scale of California to Arkansas, where are we? That's
I'd
what I'm
rather
trying to
be in
figure out.
Arkansas.
I
than
think we're
California.
0.5 California. Because we are 0.5 Californians, probably. They all came
Okay.
here.
and Hondurans.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And
Jake's
fentanyl.
really pissed at this guy. We might want to make sure he makes it home. He's just going to do like one little swoop by the jail.
Jake's just standing outside the prison, just staring at it.
Next week on the American Fork podcast, some of the problems that we solve in this world are Boeing and their issues, pedophilia, falling bridges, racism, human trafficking. Are those all the problems we solve? That's pretty amazing.
listen to my dad's podcast.